Boy, oh boy, talk about blowing it. Diego Pavia, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing down there at the combine? You do know this is like the biggest job interview of your life for all 32 teams. You need to watch what you're saying. You need to tread lightly. You already did not come in the best light due to your behavior and things you have said in the past already. Not to mention, you're a diminutive 5'8.5" quarterback, okay, with not super duper traits. You mean to tell me you went down to the NFL Combine and told them you being mentored by Johnny Manziel? You mean to tell me you got on camera and told them you are not mature? What are you doing? Who prepped you for this NFL Combine stuff? What the hell is going on? We got to get into this, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share the channel. Hit that bell notification. Hype the video. That would be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into this, man. Via courtesy of Yahoo Sports, man. Diego Pavia says he's getting mentored by Johnny Manziel before the NFL draft. Now, look, Johnny Manziel has been through a lot. Maybe he can give you some key and sound advice. I think it'd be best to keep that under wraps right now. Like I'm gonna just keep it real. Like sometimes you have to play the game. You have to play the game. Get to where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? At times. And I don't think the things you said at the combine is playing the game the right way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like you are hurting yourself. Here it says, Diego Pavia is getting advice from an unusual source. With hopes of getting drafted in April, the Vanderbilt quarterback is receiving guidance from Johnny Manziel, a former first-round pick who flamed out in the NFL. Now, we know Johnny Manziel went through a lot: drug addiction, alcohol addiction, all types of stuff. Here it says, he's giving me what to look out for, what it's like, how to stay in the process. Pavia said of Manziel at the NFL Combine on Friday. And, you know, he's even given me some good advice for sure. He's always reached out to checks up on me, make sure I'm good. And he's just a good friend for me, you know, and he's giving me some mentorship. He's been around me. He's been around my family. He's just a great person for those that really don't know him. Johnny Manziel started at Texas A&M for 2 seasons, including 2012 Heisman year. That was a spectacular season. He was selected number 22 overall by the Cleveland Browns. It was essentially all downhill from there for Manziel, who played in just 15 career NFL games, going 2-6 in his starts with just as many touchdown passes as interceptions, 7. Pavia is all but certain to go outside of the first round and will likely be happy to be drafted at all. So, like, when you are at that position, you have to do everything right. You need to say all the right stuff. You need like you have to play the game, you know. And I don't think he's doing himself favors at the combine right now. You saying, "Oh, you're not mature." He's projected to be a late round picker, go undrafted, and is ranked well outside the top tier of quarterbacks by most experts. Pavia has spent the last 2 seasons with the Commodores after transferring from New Mexico State. He had his big breakout last season, throwing for 29 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions, while leading the 10-3 Vanderbilt to their best record in school history. So that is, what's going on with Diego Pavia. And I think he's just said some of the wrong things, you know, as a somebody who's coming in that's going to be a backup quarterback. Distractions is the main thing you can't have. And unfortunately for Diego Pavia, it does seem like he has created some distractions for himself and for the team with things he said. And for him to get at the podium and say he's not mature, I don't think that was the right thing to say. Now, he did have a sit-down one-on-one interview that I want to get into, but I think Diego Pavia is going to go undrafted, you guys. This guy's going to go undrafted. Get down.
Joined by Vandy, star quarterback, former quarterback, because now he's getting ready to embark in a new journey. Diego Pavia is joining me here, man. Diego, first and foremost, thank you for joining me. Being here in Indy, man, how surreal is this for you?
First off, appreciate you having me. Yeah, it's a surreal moment just looking back. You know, as a kid, this is where you want to be to go get drafted, and so I think there's a few steps that we got to take. Before draft day comes, and so I'll be ready for them.
I mean, when you look at your career and how it ended, a great career,
Appreciate
on the college side of things. When you go back in time and when you reassessed everything that you were a part of there in Nashville, what was your most memorable moment in 2025?
I think there's a lot of memorable moments just throughout my college career, whether that's JUCO, New Mexico State, true underdog. I feel like underdog story. I would say 2025. We had some good, maybe some off days, with the guys. You can't really speak about might be my most memorable days.
I can imagine.
Some snow in days, but yeah,
Yeah.
winning's the ultimate. That's the funnest thing about football.
Yeah.
If you ain't winning, you ain't having fun.
Yeah. And the thing I love watching you, especially watching you guys in 2025, man, it was some ball games where it felt like you guys didn't have it. And then, wham, something clicked.
Yeah.
Starting with you. And the thing I love about your game is the energy. But for some of the casual football fans that haven't really watched you, what type of quarterback are you, and why would you be an asset to an NFL team?
I'm a person that doesn't take no for an answer. That's just a player I am. A player has always been. I'm the ultimate teammate. You turn on the film, someone has a 30-yard run, I'm down there with them. You know what I mean? And so that's who I'm going to be for an organization. And I'm a winner. You turn on the tape, you see a winner, you see the record, you see since Little League football,
Yeah.
never had a losing season. That's what I bring
Never.
with me.
Since Little League.
Since Little League.
Wow.
Yeah. So, that's what you're going to get out of me,
Yeah,
A
and
true
I had an
competitor.
opportunity to talk to your GM, Barton Simmons,
Yeah.
former colleague of mine here at CBS Sports. And he said, the first thing he said to me about you, he said, the guys love him. The locker room gravitates to his energy, his mindset, his attitude, and he said that translate through your entire team. And that's very, very important because I say this all the time, Diego. The quarterback is in leadership position.
Right.
When you play the quarterback position, you got to lead also because it's the most important position. But hearing that, man, from Barton, man, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good, I feel like that don't just come just because it comes, you know what I mean? I feel like that comes because they see the hard work you put in. They see that you're there before them, after them. They know that you're going to do whatever it takes
Yep.
to make sure they're good, and then we're good on Saturdays, And so, I want them to know, and the future teammates that I do have, that game on the line, shit, I got you. Don't worry about it,
Yeah.
And so that's how I carry myself. And I think people get caught up in my confidence for arrogance, but my confidence comes from my preparation of work that I put in the off season, the week of, just things like that, and that's what boosts me to have that